So let's take a look at what we've got. Get rid of that box. I'm going to visualize this with the with the bridge there. We could do the particles as well. So let's just come forward a bit so we can actually see something. Let's drop a pyro post process. It's a nice way to configure the look, which is, where are you? There. Okay. Connect that up. Okay, so definitely change the color, so make this a bit darker. Maybe not so dark. We'll need to make sure we can seeing this properly. If we just change frame now. There we go. So yes, you need to change frame to kind of update the settings. You see that, before without those we saw nothing, right? So you can see it quite it can be a bit deceiving when your settings are a bit low. So I'm just going for a kind of browny color here. Let's see, let's do that. A bit less saturated, a bit darker, something like that. Okay, and let's see, we obviously don't have fire. Shadow density is good. Again, these are just for the moment. We'll come back to these settings again. So let's connect that up here. Let's go and visualize everything together. Those particles are a bit, let's see, maybe just set them to pixels. Still a bit flat because I think because they don't have a material. Maybe we'll just get rid of them for the moment. I want to see how it reacts with the bridge. So let's go. Let's just set this to wireframe for a sec while we set the camera. Maybe. Yeah, so you can see the smoke's coming kind of this way. Yeah. So something like that could be cool. All right, so back to the start. Smooth wire shaded. Got an error because we don't have information here, so just go to load from file and let's do no geometry. Okay, so a smooth shade that I want. Go to full screen. I'll zoom in a bit because when you run the flipbook it kind of cuts off a bit. Fancy lighting mode, high quality lighting, and I think that's it. Let's run a flipbook. We'll just do it from frame 40. That's when the smoke starts. Okay. It's looking a bit light here, so I'm going to come here and we can just maybe bump up the density. There we go. Maybe I'll just when I mean light, I mean transparent. Maybe we'll brighten it just a tad. There we go. Again, this is more just so I can see it. Sometimes, there we go. I think that lighting didn't update. The lighting didn't update to the high quality mode. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Just stopped that at about 162 frames. So I'm watching over this now. It looks pretty good. I'm liking, it's got a sense of it being dust, heavy dust like that. You can see the wind just taking over gradually, which is nice. It's following along in the direction of the bridge, which is great. The bit of disturbance on the surface. We've even got some kind of trails as well, which is nice. You see this kind of sense of stuff falling. So it's it's obviously following the particles, which is great. Might want to delete. So there's a couple of points there which are kind of shooting up. You know, you could literally just delete them. If there's anything that annoys you, again, depends on the final point of view from the camera. I think from a different point of view, it wouldn't stand out so much that. But you know, if necessary, we can come back to it. This sim only took me about half an hour, so I don't mind doing that again if needs be.